This video is an update to the Cleo story from yesterday and that alleged incident. I have some new evidence that has surfaced and emails that I have that you definitely want to see that nobody else has seen. Now, it turns out that this story looks like it was completely fabricated, which is very good. I'm glad that someone did not actually end up taking their life over this. However, there is still some things that absolutely need to be said, and unfortunately, there is some very disgusting people on Twitter who decided to use this opportunity to try to make a smear campaign against me. We're not going to go over all of that because we would be here all day if we were, but I'm going to show you one of the more extreme examples because this needs to be discussed, and it's absolutely vile what this person tried to do. So let's clear some things up before I show you that. Some facts. In my video yesterday, I said multiple times it was an alleged incident that you would have to make your own opinion on. I also said any profits I might get will be donated to charity, and I still, even though this turns out to be fabricated, it turns out it most likely is, and we'll go over that, again, emails and evidence in a moment, I'll still be making the donation to charity. And I'm going to show you the one I'm looking at. It looks pretty good, but I'll still take suggestions because it does take a while for money to settle here on YouTube. That's how it works. But let's take a look at this tweet first. So it reads, "It's effed up because this is a device of Hirohei's own making." What? He weaponized his followers and monetized on ripping on her and harassing her in videos. How stupid do you have to be to lie about this? This is one of the most disgusting bits of libel I've ever seen. They then wrote, "She's dead because he started the mob towards her, F Hirohei." You must be so stupid to make this tweet. Guess what happened? I archived it, called them out because they ended up backpedaling and admitting that it was false information in other tweets. But still, they were stubborn enough to not delete it for 2 hours after being called out by me and many other people for this disgusting lie. They finally did delete it, and that's the only reason why I'm not showing their @ here. And you know what? I'm sure some people still would, because this is still something that's just so beyond me, man. So disgusting to make this tweet. But luckily for them, I'm not that kind of person, so I'm not showing the @ But this does need to be cleared up, and this is an example of how far some people in that community will take things, man. Absolutely disgusting. And also, how dare you imply that my followers would ever do something like that? I've never weaponized them. And if anything, we're sitting here raising money for charity while you sit here lying about people and using someone's potential tragedy, because at the time this was still looking like a true incident, perhaps. You're using that for a smear campaign. Some of the most sick people, man, I've ever seen. So here's the charity I'm looking at. It is Arc of the United States, because this incident was about depression and disabilities and that sort of thing. And this charity focuses on disabilities. I have yet to find a really solid one for depression, sadly, but this looks like a pretty solid charity. It's rated high on CharityWatch.org. It's got an A- rating, and also I checked it on Consumer Reports, and it's rated high on there as well. So multiple sources are vouching for this one. But again, if you have suggestions, feel free to email me at send2hey@gmail.com. We have to go over one more smear campaign tweet out of hundreds or thousands. Again, just showing you two in this video because these are some of the more extreme ones. And I shouldn't even be having to do this, man. I wish I could just give you the emails at the beginning, give you the news, update the story, and we could all hopefully learn something, make money for charity, do something positive, and move on. But this person is putting everything at risk. Look at this bullshit right here, man. I'm sorry, but this is ridiculous. This is from LJ Montello on Twitter. This is their pinned comment. They say I'm monetizing a video about someone's suicide, and they say that I have a history of mocking people with mental health struggles. This is complete libel. They even at YouTube and try to get YouTube to take action over libel. This is a lie. And they have a tweet from Ebia here. Full credit to Ebia. This tweet's gone. Ebia has removed their tweet. And LJ Montello is still trying to run with this smear campaign, even after that tweet's been removed. They even, at Chuck Huber, this is ridiculous. This is beyond ridiculous. Okay, thank you for your patience. We can now finally get into the emails and evidence that shows that this whole thing was most likely fabricated. Personally, as always, I'm going to say make your own opinion on it. I do think this was a fabricated story, though, for a number of reasons, which I'll explain throughout the rest of the video. We're going to start with this email, then we're going to go to a Tumblr blog, and then we're going to go back to another email that I was sent, and I want you to see all of this stuff. And I apologize again that I couldn't just show you this at the beginning, but I hope you understand why we had to talk about some of that extreme smear campaign targeting me and all that sort of thing, and I thank you for your patience. So here's the emails. And let me make a few more distinctions here. I did still redact some information, just the email addresses and the last name, because it seemed like the right thing to do. I did put my watermark on this because with the people trying to smear me right now, if I didn't, they would probably just take these emails and say whatever they want about them. Let it be known that I'm the one publishing this and getting it out there. And let it also be known that this person in the second email they sent me asked me to publish this information, publish this email. And I did not do that because this doesn't really prove anything. And I was still skeptical. And I was not about to boost this email and publish it without getting more information first. And now we have more information that makes this whole thing look very uncredible. So let's read. It says, "Hello, I hope I have the right email here. TJ sent it to me. My name is Anya. I'm Cleo's older sister, and I saw your video on my sister's situation. Sadly, I am here to confirm TJ's Sparrow, Albion, Black Cat, and the Crow story. Cleo sadly left us in August of this year due to online harassment. She was sent anonymous hate and took an overdose of her medication. I know a lot of people don't like hearing things like this, but it's heartbreaking to confirm. I wanted to say that our mom and our family are grateful for all awareness brought to Cleo's situation, and we want to personally thank you for your video. All Cleo wanted was to bring happiness into people's lives with her warmth and love. It would mean a lot if you would consider donating to charities that focus on autism and depression in honor of my sister's memory. I apologize if this email seems rushed. I am writing this on my phone during my work break. Feel free to use this email to confirm the story if you need to. We would hate to think people may believe this to be some kind of joke. Thank you again, Anya X." I emailed them back and they sent this. "It would mean a lot to me if you would use this email to confirm the story." Again, I didn't end up doing that. You can see this was from 15 hours ago. At this point, it's probably about 17 hours ago for that one, 19 hours ago from the beginning. The first one, rather. They say, "I know a lot of people don't believe these things and think of them as cruel jokes." Well, turns out you were making a cruel joke, most likely. I'm glad I didn't publish this. I knew better. They also wrote, "I don't want Cleo's passing to be brushed aside as one of those. Feel free to use the email for future updates on your channel. Thank you, Anya." So, of course, again, I was very skeptical about these emails. They asked me to use them to confirm the story, and I didn't publish it. They wanted me to do it last night, and I did not, because this doesn't confirm anything. Anyone can email me and say something. This still didn't really confirm anything, and I was still very suspicious, and I was going to do my best to collect more due diligence on this whole thing. It wasn't about to just be like, okay, let's tweet this. This must be legit. No, man. You're not going to pull the wool over my eyes like that. Now, I will admit, one reason why I didn't think 100% this is fabricated is because they at least didn't ask for the money. They didn't do like, it would be nice if you could give the money to my family and I to help with the cost or anything like that. They did say to donate it to charity, so I factored that in, but still highly skeptical to the point where I did not publish this. And I just gotta say, to write something so heartfelt and sound so sincere about it and apparently be lying and fabricating it all, that's also so disgusting, man. If my video is a little sloppy and my words are a little bit lost, it's because I've seen so much sickening stuff in the last 24 hours. So please bear with me on that note. We have one more email to take a look at, but I want to go in the sequence of events. After these emails were sent to me, some people on Tumblr found some compelling evidence, for the most part, that disproved this story about Cleo, and then the accounts talking about Cleo ended up being deleted. So we'll talk about that now. So here's the Tumblr evidence. Good job, whoever collected this. It says, "The Black Cat and the Crow is lying, and here's why." This is in reference to the Black Cat and the Crow recently making a post about their friend Cleo committing you-know-what. Cleo has never been shown to be a consistent part of their blog, with the only reference to her at all, aside from the recent post being here. It says, "Okay, hi guys, I'm TJ, and this is a side blog for me and my admin Cleo, dedicated to RWBY and our ships. Our main is Blake and Crow. She and I are going to be posting why I ship with all of our ships, so stay tuned." And then it says, "But looking at the reblogs, this is actually an edited post, with the original never referring to Cleo, nor someone co-running the blog." It reads, "Okay, hi guys, I'm Natty, and this is a blog dedicated to RWBY and my ships. My main is Blake and Crow. I'm going to be posting a why I ship with all of my ships, so stay tuned." Now, it says this reblog is from a month after it was posted, and assuming Natty/TJ didn't make the post, edit it to exclude Cleo, then edit it after a month to re-include Cleo, she was never a part of the blog. Also, if you search Natty on the Black Cat and Crow's blog, it pulls up the edited version of the post. We all love Tumblr's broken search function, and their blog post until now, they've never seemed to refer to the blog as being run by more than one person. Aside from that, the only one running Blake and Crow blogs refer to themselves with different names, not Cleo, and yet Cleo was supposedly running a blog, regularly posting content. Now, this is very interesting would this fully confirm the story being fake or not? I don't know, because this was still posted, it looks like, way back in 2018, which is really weird. I don't think this person planned some weird story to come out like a year and a half in advance, right? Unless I'm reading this wrong, but that's what it looks like. So here's where it does start to get confirmed, though, is because the Black Cat and the Crow Twitter accounts and other social medias, I believe, nuked themselves after this came out. So it looks like people were starting to get onto their trail. The evidence was piling up and getting more and more compelling, and they just nuked everything. So at that point, it's pretty telling what the case is here. And luckily, it seems like nobody actually took their life. Now, we're not done yet. This story still gets weirder. Here is the other email I received from a different email address from someone claiming to be the real owner of those accounts. I don't really need to say much else. Let's just read. Take a look. It says, "Oh my God, I'm actually shocked. My name is Natasha, aka the Black Cat and the Crow. I just logged onto Tumblr to see my accounts deleted. Apparently someone sent a false post out claiming someone committed you know what? I'm so sorry for any confusion. I've been battling for the past few weeks with someone who stole my old phone. I'm an idiot who had a swipe to unlock screen. They've been spamming my social media with hateful things, making me out to appear all sort of buzzwords there and promoting themselves. I saw your video about this Cleo and saw people said she passed. I don't know a Cleo. I logged onto my Tumblr to find all my blogs deleted and people exposing me for lying when they saw my old posts that don't mention a Cleo. I'm disgusted that someone would do this and try to pass it off as normal just to clear things up. I don't know a Cleo. My accounts have all been deleted and my passwords changed to prevent further issue. I'm working on securing my Tumblr, probably just going to delete and restart. Whoever did this is clearly a sick individual who is looking for attention. I saw your video and panicked because I didn't want people to think that I had lied to them. I also saw they emailed you. If Cleo doesn't exist, I doubt that was a real email address. I'm so sorry for any trouble this has caused anyone. If I find out who did this, they will be reported to the police. I'm so sorry that you and many others were dragged into this nightmare. My deepest apologies, Natasha." It just seems very, very weird. The timing, again, this is from yesterday, last night. I got this at 9:44 p.m. last night. And, man, the timing, this all just went down so quickly. Like, suddenly the person starts getting evidence against them, and then suddenly they get their account back and delete everything. Like, I don't know, man. This seems like quite a stretch. So there you go. It's been a very weird last 24 hours or so. That's everything I got for you guys. If the person by any chance who seemed to have apparently fabricated this whole thing is watching this video, please just move on with your life. Don't do anything crazy. This will blow over. It's, unfortunate that it had to happen, but just move on. And at the end of the day, at least we're able to raise a little bit of money for charity, and nobody really had something terrible happen. No family, no friends are suffering over this, and everyone can move on, hopefully in a positive manner. And to my friends out there who helped promote my last few videos, I'm behind on shoutouts, and I know I'm sorry, but I just want to wrap this video up. I'll get you guys in the next one. I just want to move on. I'll still update you guys on the charity, of course, and that will hopefully be the last of this. At least we can end it off on a positive note. But that's all I got in this video. I have a few more segments coming out in a little bit, see what else there is to report on, and I'll see you guys in the next one.